You want to talk about it? I'd rather laugh about it. Let's get a little dark about it.
On the Traumedy Show.
Welcome to the Traumedy Show. I'm your co-host, Rachel Wilford.
And I'm your other co-host, Megan Wilford.
And today we are tired as fuck.
Holy shit, you guys. It's taken like 45 minutes or longer just to like get pumped up.
Yeah, I got here an hour ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
oh my
I'm
God.
looking at the time.
Uh-huh.
Time flies when you're, falling asleep at the wheel.
Fuck. Rachel started driving into the office every day.
Yeah, honestly, like that could be my tiny trauma, but it's actually a large trauma, so I'll save it. I have to go
For the large trauma segment?
for my tremendous trauma segment. I used to work fully remote for 4 years, and then they started slowly making us come back into the office. And now everybody has to go back into the office 4 days a week. And I live really far away. I live over an hour away. So every single day I'm commuting an hour to work and an hour and a half home. And tomorrow is my work from home day, and I am going to cherish it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can relish because I work full-time from home. For the listeners that may not know, we do in fact have jobs.
Yeah, those things.
There are some days where it's just like, oh, we have like a couple jobs.
Yeah.
We have a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're a little burnt out.
I'm burnt out. Going back into the office, it was like the first day of school.
Yeah.
Where everybody was like, oh, I brought my lunch.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. How was your summer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, hags. Like, we're all here together now. Yay. Except everybody's pissed off that they're there. But it's just like on top of the commute, it's just a lot. Like, I have to get myself ready. I have to get myself there. I have to pack myself a lunch, which Bullseye made me lunch at 6:30 in the morning multiple times this week, which is really sweet. And then I have to like socialize all day. I'm not used to doing that anymore. Like, I'm a pretty social person, but like talking to people 24/7 is kind of a lot.
Shout out to the people who never got to work remote.
Yeah.
And probably are listening to this and they're like, wow,
you whiny bitch.
Pussies.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's an adjustment. Okay.
I don't know how we did that. I don't know.
I used to go into the office 5 days a week before COVID.
Well, at that time, we were also not like running a podcast and doing that and hanging out. Like, I feel like we almost like adjusted our lifestyle to fit working from home because we would have more energy and more time. So like before, we used to just be like, and I'm home from work and I'm watching TV until I go to bed. Yeah. Like, there just wasn't a lot of room for anything else. But now we're still doing like the podcast, and I'm still doing cosplay. Apparently now I'm going to start streaming and just add another thing. Remember when my psychic said, don't add any more things to your plate?
Oh, well, you're just going to throw that advice out the window, I suppose.
Apparently.
Along with your caution. I'm going to throw it to the wind.
Well, I'm single again, so.
LOL. Remember last episode when we were joking about Bill and joking about the other guy she was dating for a few days, and then the episode before that you called him the Bodyguard. LOL. He's no longer guarding your body. That's for damn sure.
Bodyguard.
Rest in power.
Had another mission he had to attend to.
A critical mission. And sadly, the mission of Megan, he failed.
Yeah, that was my little fling months romance.
It's kind of, I guess. What? It's like kind of ironic in my mind because you know how I listen to the episodes multiple times before I put them out because I have to edit them and then QA them.
You're such
and whatever.
a nerd. You like love listening to yourself.
No, it's not even that. It's just like I have to make sure everything's perfect before we put it out. But I listened again to Sarah's episode yesterday before we put it out. Today because that episode came out today.
Yeah.
And you talked about, it's during the balloon fetish segment.
Yes.
You were talking about like, oh, you want to like butter that toast like as a joke, as another like kink.
Yeah.
And then the bodyguard was all into his beans on toast, and I was just about to make a joke, and it reminded me.
Such a long description.
It really was, and that's how tired I am.
He was.
Remember his beans on toast saga?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Did we talk about
how
him
could you
being
forget?
British already?
We have talked about literally nothing about him.
Wow. Okay. Well,
so you should just do it.
Diving right in to the beans and toast segment. We were also going to start with I'm triggered though, right? Because my trigger was going to lead into.
Okay.
But I mean,
pause on the bodyguard. Let's just put a pin in him. Let's just put a pin in him like a little voodoo doll. This is a very disorganized beginning.
We're trying.
We're trying. You know how many people I had to socialize with today?
Yeah.
And Instagram and Facebook were down. Like
I had like 7 meetings.
Ew.
So much like strategy, business girl, corporate girl boss.
Ew.
It was like Q4 metrics.
I'm not cut out for this. I'm really just not
like
cut out
I'm
for
literally
this.
just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I went down and bought myself a chai tea latte and hid in the lobby of our new corporate building for like 45 minutes.
Why am I gonna cry
for
now?
Like so long?
Like I'm crying at how tired I am, but also like at how ridiculous I'm being right now. Like, oh my God, poor me. I have a job.
No, we're literally being the whiniest little bitches.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm triggered, and that's not even what I'm triggered about.
No, I'm triggered. Like we are triggering ourselves.
We're triggering ourselves. Like your trigger is triggering me, and vice versa. And we need to pull the trigger.
We are being.
Yeah, we need to pull
the trigger, just like my bodyguard ex-boyfriend.
Hey.
When he killed Osama bin Laden.
Look at us go. Just the fucking riffs are riffing.
Did you hear
the riffs are bouncing off the walls. You made an Osama bin Laden joke. And like, I just was too excited to even notice it. And I'm so excited. I would really like to take a moment to recognize your Osama bin Laden joke.
Caveat that like actually didn't happen. So
yeah. No, that we don't know anything about that.
We don't know anything about how that assassination went down.
We swear that we had nothing to do with that,
or 9/11,
or none of it, or Luigi Mangione and the United Healthcare CEO.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we're putting a pin in the bodyguard. We're just gonna throw him over there in the corner and put him in a timeout for a second.
In a body bag?
In a body bag. We'll come visit his corpse in a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go.
I'm triggered.
Thelonious.
I'm triggered.
What are you triggered by this week?
I am intensely triggered.
Other than ourselves.
I am triggered by myself. I'm triggered, Thelonious, along with every other iPhone user, I feel like, by the iOS update to the Photos app.
Oh. It's bad.
Are you triggered too?
I'm extremely triggered.
I think America's triggered. I think all the countries are triggered.
No, this is an international crisis.
This is a global
I don't
mishap.
know if they're like playing a joke on us.
It feels like we're being punked.
It's
not April Fool's. It's December.
Downloaded some, like a photographer sent me some cosplay photos and I'm like, amazing, thank you. And I downloaded them and saved them to my camera roll. Where are they?
Nobody knows.
Where did they go?
Into the ether. Into
I
the void.
had to spend like
into the unknown.
They were defying gravity. And they literally just like poofed out of existence. Mm-hmm. Talk about loathing, unadulterated loathing.
Talk about not being popular.
No. Mm-mm. No one mourns the wicked of that photo app.
No. Someone call the wizard.
Something bad is happening in our iOS update. Something bad.
Please, someone call Ariana Grande.
But that's why we have a wizard. So nothing bad will happen in our apps. That's just me just showing off. Like
you would have been so proud. I jumped in on I jumped in on some Wicked karaoke, and by Wicked karaoke
even, like,
I mean
seen the movie yet.
I mean Wicked the movie, and it was just fucking wicked. Like the adjective, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I meant it as like double meaning.
Oh, got it.
Nice. Aaliyah, shout out Aaliyah if you're listening to this. In Bullseye's friend group, we went to LA for a birthday party, and she was like, I'm gonna sing Defying Gravity, and I need a Glinda. And she was just like looking around the room, and whenever they do karaoke and they like one of the girls needs somebody, I always just volunteer, and I'm like, I'm your girl. That's
the kind of people we are.
So I volunteered, and I went up as Glinda, and I did it. And then, and it was great.
Did you know those parts?
You know, I wished that we had done Popular, because that's the one that you and I practiced growing up, that like I can sing from start to finish pretty much, like perfectly.
Remember when Krista and I did What Is This Feeling, like the Loathing song?
Yes.
And we performed it.
That would have been a good one too.
We performed it. Me and my older sister, I mean, I grew up doing music theater. Wicked is literally my like lifeblood. So Krista and I performed it, but we made Rachel do the little like extra part. So we assigned you the little like, oh, you can come in and do the chorus part.
Poor Linda forced to reside is something so disgusting. We just wanted to tell you we are on your side. We share your that part.
Yeah,
that was what I was doing. Right?
Dear Linda, you are just too good.
That.
Mm-hmm.
How do you sit and I don't think I could. She's a terror. Okay, this is not a singing podcast.
Like,
we don't need to do that.
Trending on TikTok and Instagram. That like dance she does with the book.
Right. I
don't even know. I mean, these days Rachel's like hardly on the internet, so sometimes she doesn't know what's trending.
I sometimes I don't. But I do know
Luigi Mangione.
I knew that. Yes, I knew that. I mean, Wicked stuff is everywhere, so yeah, I know that that's a thing right now. But then so I did the Glinda part with Aaliyah, and then right after that, Joe was so excited. He's a theater kid, and so he did. I don't even know the one that Dancing Through Life. He did Dancing Through Life.
The Arrow song.
Yes, and then in the middle of it, Glinda comes in, and he's like, I need a Glinda. And so I ran up there and I did Glinda for that.
That would be the Allstis Ballroom.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, oh my God, Thelonious would be so proud right now.
Oh, I haven't even told you. I didn't even know that.
I know. Anyway, we just went on a wild fucking tangent.
Okay, but Wicked is like very culturally relevant right now.
It's really true. Yeah. So.
And anyway, we were talking about the photo app. The photo app that got updated.
Yeah. Remember the other day when I couldn't find my fucking favorites folder?
Oh gosh.
We spent like 2 minutes looking for my favorites. Like they took away, what is so irritating is they took away like the tabs at the bottom. So you can't look at like, okay, all your photos tab and then switch over to albums and like find those easily. It's just one long scrollable interface now.
Awful.
And like when you go to the top, like trying to get to your photos, do you notice it gets like stuck? You have to like really hard swipe up to get to it. It's like, are you broken? Or are you sleeping? What are you doing? I hate it.
I keep trying to think of like another Wicked song and I can't think of one.
Well, it's really hard to dance through life when
it's extremely hard to dance through life
when you can't find any of your dancing photos even. How would I find them?
Yeah.
Sorry. You're stuck on Wicked.
No, my brain I literally just like had a brain fart because I just was like, what are the Act 2 songs, Megan? Get it together. Okay, I'm over that. It really is stupid, and somehow I think like AI is behind it. Just like how AI ruined Spotify Wrapped, which I know you're not a Spotify girly, so you're not as like, but this year, like other pop culture references, the way that they gave us our like, you're a pink Pilates pop strut princess queen unicorn, and we were just like, what? Like a banjo banana buggy girl. Like they were just like a bunch of
banjo banana buggy girl.
Like, ukulele fairy core. Like they were very fucking weird. And just like a bunch of like
random words.
They literally
strung together.
Fired the in my head canon. They fired the creative team. They said, let's just put it in this AI engine, which of course Spotify Wrapped has to be some AI, but they literally took out like any sort of like actual
human touch,
and it just ended up being such a hot pile of garbage, which I think is the Photos app. Yep, I'm blaming AI. Not everything has to be AI.
This is a conspiracy. It really is. There are greater, darker forces at work than what we even realized
is happening in our phones.
What is this feeling? It's so sudden and new.
Nothing really bad. Jesus.
We suddenly turned green.
It couldn't happen.
Yeah. Well, Thelonious, that's what's triggering me.
Okay. Very fair.
It's an egregious injustice, and I plan to call my senator about it.
I'm going to tell Luigi Mangione.
Oh, shit.
And see what he has to say.
You think he's going to go after the person?
The way you just like acted like that was such a crazy. You're like, oh my God, yeah, that's what we have to do.
Like, honestly.
This is not like a triggered. We have to talk about this now for at least a second because we keep saying Luigi Mangione. If you don't know, if you don't live on the internet like I do, he is the young 26-year-old gorgeous Italian stallion that murdered the CEO of United Healthcare. And it's not good. We don't endorse murder on the podcast.
No.
But what you do in your
what you do
in your own time with your own 3D printed gun is none of our business.
It's none of our business, and we stand by that. We've always said that.
We've always said that.
We will always say that forevermore.
Yeah, no, don't. Murder's bad.
Murder's bad.
It is like such an interesting thing that is happening on the internet right now for so many fucking reasons. And like also kind of crazy that like healthcare in America is egregiously awful. And I know you work for a healthcare company, but like, holy shit, it's bad. And like the conversations that are happening, and also the fact that Luigi is like so hot and he's a white man. Like, I know that we would not all be responding to him the same way if this was like a black man or like even a woman. Like, I think the fact that he has a cause that we all are like, yeah, healthcare is a problem. And he's fine as fuck. And he's like an Ivy League student. He's like wealthy. So he just is like this I don't know, golden boy.
Yeah.
And then the internet discourse is just like so hilarious to me because people are making like fan edits of Luigi, and they're like finding all these photos, and all of the like New York Times will try to post a really serious article. They'll be like manhunt for Luigi, and everyone's like, it couldn't have been him. He was hitting me raw all night. And like Luigi, I don't know.
Well, he's 100% getting pretty girl privilege. Like, if he was an Uggo, you think he'd be like
absolutely
this
not.
Internet sensation right now?
He is getting pretty white girl privilege.
Yeah.
He was like valedictorian. Like, he's a wealthy, like, I don't know, straight A student privilege. Yeah. But.
So he knew what he was doing. Like, you know?
But at the same time, it's. You can't help but to just like cheer for him a little bit, and like just the internet comments.
We love the internet. We don't love murder.
No. No, we really don't.
No.
Yeah.
It's just it's a cultural moment that's happening, and it's fascinating.
The like after effects are funny. And it is fascinating, but it is like, it's also extremely dark. But what is this if not the Traumedy Show?
He's like the Ted Bundy of our time. He's like fascinating and like hot and like.
Yeah, but instead of like murdering innocent women, he's murdering like.
For the people.
Right. So it's just, I don't know. We just got to keep our eyes on it.
Yeah.
And we're not going to take any official stance here on the podcast.
No, zero. All we're saying is that the internet's funny. And. You know,
that's our stance.
That's our stance. We are the official sponsors of Funny. So that's it. Anyway, what are you triggered about, Thelonious?
Okay. Yep. And this is all going to bring us back to the original topic.
This is like an I'm triggered by and an I'm tickled by segment.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I kind of love that.
Yeah.
So I was tickled by Luigi Mangione last night in bed.
Tickled and dickled by.
The Squidward meme, show me your pickle.
Okay.
Wait, what were you tickled by then?
Well, we were also kind of tickled by Wicked. Oh, we were wickled. We were
tickled, wiggled, and tickled.
We were tickled, wickled, and tickled.
Oh my! Get it like lions, tigers, and tickled, wiggled, and tickled.
Oh my! Tickled, wiggled. Oh my! Oh my god!
So the tickled and
I just start fucking like getting my canister on you, Tin Man. Okay. The
triggered and tickled segment. I'm triggered by nerds rope clusters.
Nope, just nerd clusters.
Fuck.
You call them wrong every time.
What are they if not nerd rope clusters?
They're not ropes. The ropes are long and rope-like. These are cluster-like.
Well, they have to just be making the ropes and chopping them up.
And, well, I, Thelonious, cannot comment about how they're made. I just know the difference between a nerd rope and a nerd cluster.
Okay, so these are nerd clusters?
These are nerd clusters.
Okay, so we started Attack on Titan night.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is a really good anime where everyone's really happy and nobody dies.
Oh my God. Everyone's slaughtered every 5 seconds. It's crazy.
It's a fun time.
By these giant naked humans with...
Talk about I'm triggered.
No private parts. It's very strange.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Attack on Titan.
And really creepy faces.
It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But we started anime night, and like the first night we did it, the Bodyguard was with me, and you and Bullseye were there. We had a little double date to watch anime. And I'm like the kind of person who never has sweets in my home generally. What's my snack I always have?
Your little chippies.
My chippies and my rice cakes.
And your rice cakes.
Like sometimes I can offer...
And by chippies, we mean just a handful of chocolate chips in a bowl.
Dairy-free dark chocolate chips.
Just a smidgen. Just an essence of chippies.
An essence of my little chippies. It's
my
just
little
like,
chippies, my little chippies.
But then you should see me when I go out in public and we're like at a bar or at a party. Then I just have no self-control and I eat like an entire bag of chips. So it's my own way of just like, I don't have self-control, so I don't buy myself junk food or sweets or candy, really. And so you brought over a thing of nerds clusters, like a family size bag. And I don't like, honestly, Thelonious, I've had nerds rope before. This was like my first nerd cluster experience.
So I recently discovered nerd clusters too, I think through Bullseye. I had never had them either.
Good.
They're very good. I brought over a bag of those and a bag of Twix for a little, chocolate and sour combo.
Yeah.
Which we love.
It was great. And I managed...
Well, I decided,
yeah,
because Bullseye and I have less self-control than you do.
So we thought.
However, still more than the wolf, I would say. Less self-control than you do. So I thought it would be a good idea to leave the nerd clusters and the Twix here at your apartment, specifically for Attack on Titan nights, and not bring them home with me where we would promptly eat them in a matter of hours.
Yes, the family size nerd rope bag, which we had barely really gotten into that first night. And I ate the entire thing in like less than a week. Like I think I got like acid reflux from it, from all of the citric acid and like all of the sour or whatever. And I broke out so bad. Like,
I just kept getting texts from you. These damn nerd clusters. Like, you were so pissed off. I can't stop eating these fucking nerd clusters, Thelonious.
These fucking clusters. Cluster fuck of nerd clusters.
Literally.
And I was like pissed. But they were like little sirens, like calling to me. And I was... a segue into the Bodyguard segment. I was like going through a like kind of stressful anxiety week just with... I guess like figuring out what to do and ending that relationship, that I just kept going back to the fucking bag. Like I couldn't. And then at one point I just kind of gave in and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to eat this entire bag and there's literally nothing I can do about it. And then eventually there was like a handful left. And that's when I told you I just threw them in the trash.
She told Bullseye and I that she just dumped the bag out and just emptied 20 innocent clusters.
It was about 20. Yeah.
Into the trash so that she wouldn't be able to retrieve them and eat them.
Just like the little humans going into the Titan's mouth.
Just like that. Just like that.
No, I was the Titan and I was eating nerd clusters like they were like
they were human flesh.
Yeah, like they were the... What is it called?
I don't know.
They joined the something corps.
The survey corps or surveillance.
It's like the survey corps.
Yeah.
Like a Titan devouring the survey corps members. Cut this out. It makes it sound like I don't know anime.
Okay.
long-winded way to say I'm triggered by nerd clusters, and then you brought them over again for Attack on Titan last night, and I just was like,
I got a new bag.
Those little devils,
my mortal enemy.
The way they taunt me and seduce me and like sing to me with their little sour, sweet, crunchy ways. Oh my god!
I ate some before I
really
came over
want
here.
some right now.
I ate some before I came over here.
Oh yeah.
It's like a stupid amount.
And I'm like normally a chocolate girl too, so that was just a weird thing. And now I kind of trauma bonded with the nerd clusters because they like were my breakup snack.
True. You totally trauma bonded with the clusters. And now you're a luster for the clusters.
I lust for the clusts.
The clusts. You're also a nerd, so.
True. This all makes sense.
Yeah, they just speak to your soul.
Okay, so I started eating the nerd clusters a lot because the Bodyguard and I ended things like a week ago. And I guess we can't really say we broke up because he and I were never official boyfriend and girlfriend exclusive, though we were together for over a month and we were talking every day, all day. And pretty much when I was not out of town, he was staying at my apartment a lot. And when I was out of town, he was staying at my apartment the entire time watching my cat. So it was like, yes, a new person I was dating, but at the same time, like we got very serious very quickly and that we were grocery shopping together and doing our laundry and planning our weeks. Like it was a very, I don't know, not intense, but just
integrated.
So much so it's like sometimes you're dating someone and 1 month in, you're like, yeah, we'll see how serious we are. It's like he and I were like talking about our future. We were really, I think, just even waiting till it had been long enough maybe to say like, okay, yeah, so we're ready to be boyfriend, girlfriend. And I guess what happened? There was a lot of a lot of green flags, a lot of things I really liked about him. I really did see like a long-term future with this person, especially in the first few weeks, but sometimes things, I don't know, you get to know somebody a little bit more, it doesn't work out. I think him being here so much without having like an established exclusivity or I'm your boyfriend and girlfriend, I started to get anxious. Like I think it was like a week ago or something, all of a sudden just this anxiety started settling in. And I was, because earlier, a couple weeks in, I tried to talk about, hey, should we be exclusive? And he more or less, in my perception of what happened was, he more or less said, it's too early for that. Let's just wait for things to develop naturally, was my understanding of that conversation. So I was like waiting for him to bring it up again. I was like, I'm not going to ask for him to be my boyfriend again. I'm going to like let him pursue me and ask and whatnot. But then it just started to feel, after we were getting so comfortable, we had our shows we were watching, we had all of this. And I just was like, ooh, I'm feeling like maybe a little used, or like, why is it that I've never dated someone like that and not been their girlfriend, but been like inhabiting.
Things were happening like kind of backwards.
In my opinion, he did talk about the difference between English dating and American dating, and because he was British. And when I later brought this up to him, he was like, "This is like the trial period where we're just seeing if." He ended up describing it to me like it was like a software I was buying. I think because I literally work in cybersecurity, and he was like, "Think of this as a trial, and if you're ready to actually purchase the software, or do you want to?" Oh yeah, he was like, do you want to uninstall the software? Do you want to purchase the software? We are in the trial period. It was like this whole allegory thing. But my response to that was like, any trial period I'm in, I don't necessarily am like living with someone and actually treating them like my full partner.
Yeah.
Which is what it started to feel like. So I was very brave and asked him for space. Because you were
God's bravest little soldier.
I was God's bravest little soldier after having a 2-day tummy ache
from nerd clusters.
Literally from the anxiety and the nerd clusters. And like I kept texting you and like our group chat. I was like, I need to be a brave girl and be like, hey, can we have a conversation? I need some space. Mm-hmm. And for some fucking reason, I just was so nervous to do that. And I think I was nervous about his response, the reaction. At the time, I was pretty like still set on like, I want this person to be my boyfriend. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to push him away. Like, I don't know.
Were you nervous or were you nerdvous? Sorry. Continue.
I was very nervous. And I just kept like joking to myself and texting you and being like, dude, I've gone through a divorce. This is not the hardest fucking thing I've had to do. Mm-hmm. Why am I acting like this is me trying to, I don't know.
Because asking for what you need is vulnerable.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's especially in a new situation, new relationship, whatever, expressing your needs. And that is one of the number one things I work on in therapy. So it is just hard for me. Mm-hmm. So he could tell I was anxious for a couple days. He didn't ask what was wrong, mm-hmm. but he could tell something was wrong. And it just was like a weird vibe for a couple days. And I was.
Sometimes we just need men to be like, hey, are you okay? And that like gives us a window to feel like we're safe to open up. So I don't know. Men, if you're listening and you can tell something's wrong, just ask.
Or, ask your girlfriend or whatever. And if the person's like, everything's fine, like it's not on him to necessarily keep pushing, be like, no, I know something's wrong. But like
2 days though?
Yeah. I really think I almost was low key trying to get him to ask subconsciously, which isn't the right, like I should have just been brave and done it.
Sure.
But it got to the point
when you care about somebody, like you know, give them a little soft start, right? Try to help them out, and like also that you care enough to be like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Right? You just want to know that they care.
True. Like you notice that I'm not doing well. Yeah. And this was like another way that I kind of was realizing we weren't fully compatible. Is like I liked that he had a strong, I don't know, he's just not as emotional as me. And in some ways that's fine because I have enough emotion for like everybody. But at the same time, like I just was like, why didn't you ask me? And his response was like, well, that's on you. What's the word? Very individualistic and self-centered. Not necessarily super negatively, but it was just like, I'm in charge of me and my feelings. And like, I don't know. I kind of got this sense that he's like, you should have told me, which I can understand that. But I feel like that kind of carried through in a lot of different areas. Like including like our sex life too, which is another reason, I didn't feel like we were sexually compatible. And I actually did tell him this because I wanted to like, when I did eventually say, I don't think we should have a relationship, I wanted to be candid about it. But it was really hard for me to express my needs in that area as well. And I also just felt like he was never really asking or coming, what did my therapist say? Coming into the situation with a sense of like kind curiosity and like safety of like, hey, was that good for you? Can we try something different? Or I don't know. You know what I mean?
Same thing with your emotions.
Same thing with my emotion. It's like,
just like, that's on you. If you want something different, speak up.
Right. Mm-hmm. And as a people pleasing Pisces who I'm so focused on the other person's needs all the time. It's almost like he was really focused on his own needs and desires and wants and what he needed, in bed and outside and everything. Whereas generally I feel like I really pour into the person I'm with. And like, yes, I need to work on expressing my own needs, but it just was like imbalanced. And I just didn't feel like it was a very safe, caring environment to be like, can we try this? Or I actually don't want to right now. Or like our sex drives are very different. And that was also a compatibility thing where I just was like, I could see this being just like long-term resentful of each other, of him being like, why don't you express your needs more? But then me being like, you don't ask or seem to really like care in the way that I would have needed him to. And it took me a minute to really pinpoint that. And then sometimes when I would like finally express myself, like when I was really vulnerable and finally said, hey, would it be okay if I had some space for a couple days? Like, you've been staying here a lot. I think I need an alone night. My heart was pounding. Like, I was sweating. Like, I seriously was acting like I was, I don't know, going into war with expressing my needs. Like, it was, talk about cluster. And I feel like he took that pretty well, but at the same time, like, our emotional wavelength was just not on the same page. Like, I don't know how else to like articulately describe that, but I felt a little like he just kind of got up and left pretty quickly after that and was like, okay, you need some space. Let's check in on 2 days and see how you want to do. And I was like crying. I was like, I really like you. I'm not trying to kick you out. I think I shut him down a little bit, but it just really showed me like, I don't feel like he's going to give me these like big emotional, the response that I kind of need or like the encouragement. Like, I feel like I need a partner who's just like, hey babe, like it's okay. Like, let's chat, or how are you doing? Or let's talk about that. Like, I don't know.
If anything, his response to that of being, of taking it a step further, and shutting down emotionally even more and like pulling back even more. Yeah. Almost made it worse. Like, it wasn't like he was checking in and being like, hey, just thinking of you. Like, I hope you're okay. You know, like, oh, yeah, we'll talk in a couple days. Like, even that, like, yeah, okay, space, sure. But like, wasn't watching your Instagram stories. Wasn't responding to your texts. Like, literally nothing. Like, he kind of, I think his ego took a hit. And so then he like took it another level of shutting down emotionally, which then showed you again, like, oh dear, yeah, we are emotionally incompatible. Cause like, this still isn't really what I'm kind of needing here.
No. And like, my ex-husband was the complete opposite. And not that I'm like looking for my ex-husband by any means, but like,
happy medium would be good.
I need a happy medium. He's just not a big emotional touchy-feely guy, which fine, whatever. But I didn't feel like my needs were going to be at all prioritized with that person in multiple facets. And it sucks because I also just really, I did like him as a person. He was tall, he was handsome, he had a great job, like, he was funny, he was charismatic, he got along with people. He had a lot going for him. Like, I was genuinely like, wow, he like ticks all of these boxes. But then when you just kind of foresee all of these like future resentments and things, and it's also your gut. And my gut is very, fucked up because I have IBS.
The other one.
Well, I literally mean it, because when I was starting to feel, it was almost like when he was staying here, when he was overstaying his welcome, I started to notice little things where I was like, ooh, I don't think that's my person, or oh shit, I don't know if this is right. But it was like my body would notice it, like my gut would notice it before my brain and my heart would catch up. And this always happens to me when I need to make a change, when I need to end a relationship or do something. My body, like, I get a physical reaction. So I literally mean like I had nervous diarrhea for like 3 days.
And the anxiety is a big thing too.
It's the anxiety that causes that. But it was breaking.
Migraines.
Oh my gosh. I got like 3 or 4 migraines leading up to and post. It was like, because then when I asked him to leave and he kind of iced me out and stopped watching all my stories, didn't hear from him whatsoever. And I just was like sitting there being like, what am I going to do? Like, then even in that period, I was migraines, hives, zits, nerd clusters, diarrhea. Like, I was a freaking mess. And then as soon as I had therapy and kind of came to terms with it and made my decision and expressed it to him, my anxiety was so much like lessened. It was definitely this huge weight off of my shoulder.
This is like textbook what happens every time.
Yes. And it's especially the hives, no matter what. I was even joking to him at one point. I was like, we were talking about other people we had been with. And I'm like, there's this one guy when every time we hooked up, I broke out in hives. Mm-hmm. It was only a few times, but it was like my entire body was just like, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Didn't we talk about that on a different episode? About like,
I don't remember.
If you're having,
I've always wanted to talk about that person, but we can't.
Well,
not in that detail that I'd like to talk about because it's funny.
You can say it, Thelonious.
I can say it?
Yeah,
He had, drum roll please, a toupee.
And we are not talking about the Bodyguard.
No, someone else from like over a year ago.
Someone else from Megan's past.
Her splintered past. Riddled with toupees.
And hives.
No, just one toupee. Just one toupee.
That's all it took.
This is within the saga of the wills.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It was my will phase. It was like I literally just exited my marriage. My standards were maybe not.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago, Megan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That Megan's not with us anymore.
Current Megan still has a lot of problem expressing her needs sometimes. But she will eventually do it after a lot of anxiety and texting Thelonious 10 trillion times.
Yeah, and eating a lot of nerd clusters.
Yeah. And I did it eventually. It took me a minute.
Do you want to talk about his job and why we call him the Bodyguard at all?
Did we never even say that?
No.
LOL. This is like such a disjointed episode.
Whatever.
Sorry, guys. Well, he is one, mm-hmm. I guess. There's not a lot I can really say about his job, mm-hmm. other than we would sometimes like compare our past, and I'm like, I grew up in Idaho and I went to a private school, and I don't know. He grew up in London, but then literally lived all over the country, has done military type stuff, has done private investigator stuff, has done bodyguard stuff, has just been, there's just so many things I will never know. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you just have to be okay that there's parts of my past you will never know. And I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Which is not normally like, I, as a general rule, don't love guns at all. Like I'm a pretty like crunchy granola liberal, but there was like not gonna lie, it was kind of hot. Like this person was definitely pretty objectively attractive, and the fact that I had this person like living with me, but also like, yeah, they can totally protect me. He had like superhuman hearing. He could hear conversations from like across the apartment complex, mm-hmm. and he would be like, they just said this. And I'm like, what? And like his instincts were crazy. Like there's just a lot. I can't imagine what the therapy you'd have to even go through in that type of field and job to, I don't know, exist in everyday life.
He had metal pieces in his body.
Yes.
From being shot at. He had metal pieces in his body and you had him in your body. Does that mean that you had metal in your body? By proxy?
I mean, the part that had metal in his body was not the part that was inside of me.
Dang it. So
well, close. I have an IUD.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I did Pilates together, which is like another thing I liked about him. He just was like, yeah, sure, I'll do anything. Mm-hmm. We did Pilates and I was like, how was it? And he was like, yeah, the cyborg part of me was really acting up. Like when I do certain like tiny muscle movements from all of the like metal from the surgeries from wounds or whatever was bothering him. And I just was like, oh, can't relate. Well, I'm on my period and that sucks. Yeah, I have trauma too.
Yeah.
Like, well, my tummy hurts.
Mm-hmm. And he ate a lot of beans on toast.
Yes. Not a lot, but there was one time when I asked him what he wanted from the grocery store and he requested beans on toast, which is like the most British thing you could possibly want. It was a whole saga. I couldn't find the right beans because they don't have the right beans in American grocery stores. And
what are you going to do?
We did start. There's a lot of fun. Like some of the nicest parts about that relationship is just, it was really nice, especially this time of year, like cuffing season, winter. Like we got along. We had a lot of the same interests. We loved the same shows. We were playing Fortnite a lot together, which I got weirdly into. And he was very supportive of like cosplay and the podcast and all these things. So there are like a lot of positives. I don't know that
you take things
from little pseudo relationships, and you're like, okay, this is what I really enjoyed, what I liked. This is what I need to look for in a future partner. But
sure, he just wasn't your person.
No,
that's okay. We wish him well.
Yeah, indeed. That's really the story of the Bodyguard, I guess.
And now you're back on the market. This little piggy's going to the market. And she's trying to buy some nerd clusters.
I'm like pseudo back on the market. I'm like, I didn't turn on Bumble again. I turned on Hinge, but I'm not like swiping on anyone. I'm only entertaining those who like me. And that's my extent of like what I'm doing dating wise.
Soft launch in the market.
It's just a little soft launch, but I'm also I've also been talking to Isaac again. Which Thelonious is not surprised by.
No.
Anytime I'm talking to him, I swear you like look at my phone and then his name pops up on my phone.
It was like the next day. And I was like, God damn, Thelonious. You couldn't just give yourself a fucking day.
Well, he reached out to me and was like asking me about something.
Probably because you put crying stuff on your close friends. And so.
Yeah. So Isaac and I are definitely, for those who don't remember, he was the polyamorous situation, my 3-day relationship.
This is the shortest relationship known to man.
Indeed.
You're in the top 0.5% of failed relationships globally.
Indeed. And I don't know, I feel like I'm a lot better place in that whole, I wouldn't even call it a situationship anymore. We're really just friends with benefits at this point. And we were kind of talking and seeing each other occasionally before the Bodyguard and I started dating. But then once the Bodyguard and I had been consistent for like a week or something, I was like, okay, I'm going to cut things off with you. Because it just doesn't, I don't know, I'm not really good, or I don't tend to seriously date multiple people at once. So, and Isaac was really good about it. We basically didn't really talk like the whole time. So then I didn't see him for a while. And then when I posted on my story, like, boo, like we broke up, on my close friends, that's, when he reached out. Yeah. But he's going to help me set up my Twitch streaming.
Oh my God.
Very not serious, just very good friend, I guess, with benefits of helping me set up my gaming setup, because he's a streamer and I'm going to start streaming now. So that's going to be
your next adventure,
at least for the next few weeks before Christmas. It's such a horrible time to date anyway. It's like Christmas time. I don't know.
It's never stopped you before, Thelonious. Think of Christmas past. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about.
Oh, literally last Christmas?
Well, I was thinking about last Christmas, but I wasn't thinking about the Christmas before.
Oh! Last Christmas,
I had an affair.
I've had an interesting last couple Christmases. Last Christmas, I only just started the apps. And I don't even think we ever talked about this. We didn't give him a pseudonym.
No, because no, we talked about him for Shrek-Chlamydia.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember what we called him.
Bob.
Yeah, it's the guy that thought Megan gave him chlamydia.
Yes, that guy. But I had been on like one date with him on like December 22nd or something. And then on the 24th, we went on our second date because we both were like losers who didn't have anywhere to be on Christmas Eve. Because I was here in Orange County and my folks live back home and Rachel was busy.
What was I doing?
I think maybe you were with your family.
I was probably with my family and also having mad anxiety about the weatherman. Oh, I was with my family. That was the night the weatherman posted this picture that he was at, or I thought he was at a bar on Christmas Eve with another girl. He posted a picture with another like girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? And he's like, that was last night, which was he had ditched me the night before.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to hang out and he was like, oh, I'm too tired. Like, bleh. And so we didn't hang out and I was pissed off because I'd been waiting for him all day. And then he went out by himself to a bar that night instead and then posted about it the next day and we got in a huge fight. Because I was like, wow, that's really fucking hurtful that you ditched our plans because you were too tired or whatever. And then you went and just went out by yourself and just didn't even invite me or text me or anything.
Dude, literally the song like Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. And the very next day,
you
threw it away.
Yeah, so gross.
But this year,
to
save you from tears,
I'm going to Lewiston, Idaho.
I'm going to Lewiston, Idaho.
No, for real. This episode's dropping on the 18th, and then housekeeping, I guess we should talk about. This episode's dropping on the 18th, and then next Wednesday is going to be Christmas Day, and we're not going to have an episode, so we're going to take a week off. And then we'll be back on New Year's Day. We are going to drop an episode.
Ooh.
But for Christmas, we are both going to Idaho, but not together. No. So Megan's going home to Boise to be with her family. And I am going home with Bullseye, who is also from Idaho, but somewhere completely different, to meet his family.
Yay. Yeah, they're like the complete opposite sides of the state. So we will both be in Idaho, but very, very far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. Yeah.
Very strange that your boyfriend is from Idaho.
Very strange.
And your best friend.
Very strange. What are the odds, Thelonious?
Christmas in Idaho.
We might have a white Christmas yet, Thelonious. Did that sound racially charged?
I thought it sounded dirty, so...
Oh! So sorry.
I love how my brain went to like...
Sperm?
I was like, I don't know about you. I'm going to have my family. You might have a white Christmas.
I might have a white Christmas. You might not.
Well, in Idaho, we all have a white Christmas.
In Idaho, we all fam. In the club.
In the club.
Yeah. So we will be
Christmas.
In the same state. We won't be seeing each other. No. But yeah, Merry Christmas. And
thanks for sticking with us on this episode. If you made it this far.
Yeah. Our artism was really showing this episode. Just bouncing all around.
Oh my God.
But New Year's Day, we're going to have a really good episode dropping with our second male guest ever. Yeah. Someone that we love very, very dearly. We won't spoil it yet, but we're really excited to have him on, and you guys are really going to like his story. It's very interesting.
So interesting.
It's a really interesting perspective. And yeah, I don't know. It has a good happy ending too. And it has a very good, I don't know, just like male perspective too. So I hope, like this one's for the boys. And
that's what we need in this era.
I mean, just kidding. Yeah.
Where's the male person?
We need more from the men.
We need more men with podcasts.
Oh God. Yeah, we really need to, amplify and highlight male voices. We're just kidding. We do love men. We just like to joke. It's a polarized political climate right now. We don't want anyone to think that we hate men. We don't.
We love our male friends.
We love them very much, and we, both want a white Christmas.
Maybe I'll find my love in Idaho. What if my parents are like setting it up? They're like, oh my God, we have to get Megan to stay in Idaho.
Oh my God, because Megan's mom.
Oh my God.
Megan's mom texts her out of nowhere and
My mom probably listens to this. I love
we
you
love
so
you,
much,
Aunt
Mom.
Jenny.
I love you so much.
But it's just so funny. We have to share.
My mother has, rightfully so, her concerns about my dating life. Mm-hmm. And I told her all about the Bodyguard, and I told her why we broke up and all these things. And she's so cool. She really is. But then it was like 2 days later on like a Friday night, late at night. She was just like, honey, ... I think you might be trying to find your person in the wrong place. Have you ever tried christianmingle.com?
To which you responded,
Mom, that site is for virgins. No, I didn't.
Okay. All right. To which I wanted you to respond.
We were both like at a Charlie XCX birthday party at that point. Shout out to Cole and Gage. And I was like, oh my gosh, Thelonious, what should I say? And I think you dared me to say that.
Yeah.
Didn't end up saying that back. But then I was kind of joking with my mom. I was like, haha, like that site's for nerds. If you use that site, you're not a nerd. I don't think I'm going to find my person on that website.
It just was so funny because they had such a candid conversation like the day before.
Yes.
About like sexual incompatibility and whatever, which is like groundbreaking for like you and your mom. And
to, like,
she's so cute that
stuff.
she's like being such a homie and such your friend. And then the next day, like just her momness came through and
she
out of nowhere on a
9:30
on a Friday night. It was really cute and funny.
Jenny couldn't help it.
Yeah.
We don't blame her.
She said it in a really nice way.
She did.
Yeah.
It's almost in a way that seemed like it was a fake text. Like, click this link and I'm going to steal your credit card information.
Your mom is just like sending you spam for Christian Mingle. Steal your identity.
Damn, I didn't click the link. Maybe that's what was.
They almost had you.
Like joking with my parents and I was like, she's like, oh, well, my mom totally roasted me. And she was like, you haven't really like seemed to be dating anyone of marriage material yet. And I was like, and then I was like, well, it's rough out here, Mom.
It's fucking rough out here.
In these streets. I joked about like, we should just go back to like arranged marriages, huh? And then she's like, Dad and I will get working on that. So maybe they'll be like, Megan.
Oh man, it'd be really interesting to see who your dad would set you up with. Can you imagine?
No.
I'd watch that show. I'd tune in.
That would be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Marriage Material with Megan Wilford.
Honestly, it would be a good story for the pod if my parents try to set me up with somebody.
If we just like hosted our own bachelorette for you. How funny would that be? The Wolf's cousin, he always talked about that she did that back in the day.
Whoa.
She like hosted her own bachelorette and then she married the guy.
What? She hosted her own bachelorette?
Yeah, they did like a whole Mormon bachelorette. And she ended up marrying the guy. And
well, that makes sense if you're Mormon.
Right. You're not Mormon and, it's not going to be Christian Mingle-esque.
No.
But it can be like, the slutty bachelorette.
She's ready to settle down.
She's done being a whore. She just wants to date 20 men first and pick one from the lot.
Then I'll be done, I
then
swear.
She's done.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. This is why my mom is worried. She's like, no one's going to want you. Cries. Okay, yeah.
Cries and nerd cluster.
We'll set up. Well, I also want to apply to be on a dating show anyway.
Oh, we also want to apply to be on The Circle.
Yes.
Oh my God. We have so many things we want to do.
Fuck. Well,
better get on it.
I do feel like I have a lot more time once the Bodyguard and I broke up. That's also why I was like, I'm going to start streaming. I have all this time.
True.
Yeah.
After I have a white Christmas, it's over for all you hosts. I'm going to have so much time on my hands.
Oh, it's going down. That sounds like you're going to like murder your boyfriend or something.
I don't even know what I meant by it. I'm still
we don't endorse
with
murder.
The sperm joke of like once I get mine.
You've been saving yourself for Christmas Day.
I've been spending so much time trying to have a white Christmas that once I get that done, I'm gonna have so much time on my hands. Once I accomplish that goal, I can like finally think about other things. I don't know.
It's just the downside of waiting till Christmas. You've heard of waiting till marriage. Tony's over here.
I'm waiting to a Christmas.
She just wants the best Christmas gift any girl could possibly get. Or gay men.
Okay, we should quit.
Yeah, yikes.
You know, as always, please send this podcast to someone who just really needs to hear it. Whether they're addicted to nerd clusters, whether they're triggered by the new iOS update, whether they're really in search of a white Christmas, just send it to somebody
whatever
in
that
need.
means to you.
And, you know, what you do with your white Christmas is your prerogative, and we have always said that.
It's racist. We do have some stances here on this pod.
You know, we do. We
don't have a stance on murder, but we have a stance on racism.
It's our podcast. We can say whatever the hell we want. We can choose to be on our high horse about whatever the hell we want. So again, send this podcast to someone who's not racist. And
maybe a Luigi Mangione fan.
Maybe. Someone who has seen Wicked or hasn't. You know?
Maybe someone who wants to date me.
Maybe someone who wants to put their metal inside your body. Maybe.
But I'm saving it for next Christmas.
Your mother would be so proud.
Like it's a purity ring, but like a Christmas wreath.
Have a holly jolly holy. Oh, holy night. Oh, holy night.
Like the herald angels sing.
Now bring us
glory
that
to
figgy pudding.
Glory to this sacred dicking. Jesus. I'm going to burn up when I go to church on Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again next year. We'll be more well-behaved. We swear.
Totally.
We swear it.
Next year, I'm a new woman.
Next year. It's
Jesus
over
will
for all
make me
you
pure again.
You really are gonna be a born-again virgin in 2025.
And I'm saving it for Christmas.
You're going on Christian Mingle.
Christmas Mingle. For the people who only have sex on Christmas.
For the people who want a white Christmas.
Only on Christmas Day, though.
On Christmas Mingle. Use my promo code for a free partridge in a pear tree.
Figgy pudding.
Put it in my figgy pudding, but only on the 25th of December and not a moment sooner.
It's like the purge, but like you can only have sex one day a year and it's on Christmas. That's Rachel.
That's my Roman Empire.
Okay.
Holy shit. As always, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
Or let us get a podcast.
I don't know. They shouldn't have. Why can just anybody have a podcast?
It's actually
like this should be illegal. What we're doing here. This should be censored. The First Amendment should be abolished simply to fucking shut us down.
And if we got sent to jail, I'd be like, okay.
Call your senator. Tell them to shut this podcast down.
Shut us down.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Traumedy Show to see more stupid shit that we do that we shouldn't be allowed to do.
No. More controversial reels where men get really upset.
And say unhinged shit in the comments that we have to fight off.
Let's go take a cold shower. You especially. You've got 3 more weeks.
I'm gonna go guzzle some clusters. 2 2 weeks before my white Christmas.
I feel like on Christmas Day, all the Traumedians should like wish you a happy.
Please wish me a happy white Christmas on Christmas Day. Please, if you're out there and you're listening to this still,
please wish Rachel a happy white Christmas.
Oh my God. If you would only wish me a happy white Christmas. As I'm, getting it in Idaho.
With your boyfriend's fucking family.
This is so inappropriate. Please wish me a white Christmas.
We literally have to go now.
Oh my God.
Okay,
love you so much. Bye. See you next year.